Hi, this is Ronya Banks, and I'm here to talk to you about mindful food preparation and mindful eating. So when I was growing up, I had to be I was the helper in the kitchen. And my mother did not enjoy cooking, and she saw it as a laborious routine. And I learned that growing up that, oh gosh, someday you're going to have to cook. And so cooking to me was something that I had to do to get it over as quickly as possible, shove it in, shove it out. I didn't enjoy it, I dreaded it. And then I started going on Buddhist meditation retreats. And one day one week, week-long retreat I was put on food preparation, chopping the vegetables. And if you've ever been on a Buddhist meditation, Vipassana, mindfulness retreat, you are to practice your working meditation as mindfully as possible, right? So you're supposed to be with each thing that you do and be with your process mindfully. When I first started, the first couple days, I was like, just, chop these vegetables, get them out of here. Ugh, the onions are making my eyes burn. And I was not enjoying it, and I wasn't doing mindfully. I was doing it as quickly and abruptly as possible. And then as my retreat deepened, and you're meditating 6 to 8 hours a day, maybe 10. I started slowing down, becoming more concentrated, practicing mindfulness all the time, including when I was cutting the vegetables. And it became very interesting because I started noticing the beautiful colors of these foods, these vegetables. Oh my God, they were so bright and brilliant and different. The textures of all the different vegetables and the smells, the cornucopia of different wonderful smells. Some were sweet, some were a little bit bitter or spicy. It was amazing. And I started really enjoying each cut, each slice, noticing the little wafting juice coming up out of the vegetable, and how they felt in my hands, and picking them up and putting them in the bowls or different plates. It was amazing. So I felt like I was energetically loving these vegetables in food prep. I was loving them. I was feeling appreciation for them being here and their beauty and the miraculousness that they grew and that they were even available, and the smells. And it was amazing. So by the end of that retreat, I loved food preparation. And ever since then, I've really enjoyed cooking. So I like to see cooking as a mindfulness exercise, which I plan ahead of time, and then I bring my foods out and I make love to these foods as I'm washing them and touching them and preparing them and looking at them. Yeah, so it's become an amazingly mindful / very enjoyable, sensual experience, food preparation for me. And I believe it can be for anyone who's just mindfully being with their food products as they're preparing them. So mindful eating, you want to bring that same attention to your eating process, right? So as you get your plate of food ready to eat, don't launch into digging into your plate and eating it, right? You want to practice eating mindfully. And to eat mindfully, the first thing you want to do is you want to bring your bowl. It's on your. Hopefully, you'll have a table, or maybe not. And you spend some time with your food before you eat it. Right? So you spend some time looking at it, seeing all the different colors and textures and how they combine together or don't combine together. As you're holding the bowl up or being close to it, you'll smell all the smells of the spices and the different ingredients wafting up to your nose. And as you're looking and smelling at the vegetables, you might notice some salivation start to happen in your throat, from your back of your tongue, and just noticing that mindfully as well, right? And you might notice desire, craving to eat. And just patiently saying, yes, we're going to eat, but right now I'm being with my food, right? So as you're looking at the vegetables or the foods, whatever, then also what you want to do is try to imagine all the resources that came together to make this plate full of food even possible, right? So I have some brown and wild rice and vegetables, bowl of vegetables here. And so who grew these wild rice, all this rice? Where did the seeds come from? Who picked them? Right? Where in the world did they come from? And then how were they processed? How were they shipped to be with where I bought them? Right? And then the mushrooms. Where did the mushrooms come from? How much rain or sun or shade or different organisms and uh, worms and things had to come for this broccoli and these chickpeas and different vegetables to be able to exist. The rain that had to happen, the weather that had to, all of these conditions, amazing, miraculous conditions that had to come together so that this plate of food could be here. And then all the truckers or shippers that trucked this food to the grocery store, and all the people that stocked the shelves and the vegetables for them to even be there for me to be able to purchase. The cashier at the grocery store, all of the amazing amount of people, and the earth itself giving its love and bounty and generosity for all these ingredients to be able to come together. Even the spices may have come from all over the world. So really just taking a moment, that took forever for me to say, but it only takes like a moment to contemplate that, right? So before you even take your first bite, you're contemplating that you're feeling all this amazing amount of gratitude, like, oh my gosh, it's a miracle that I have all these ingredients and all the beautiful people and the hard work that came together so that I could, right? Yeah, that's a lot, and it's beautiful. So the heart opens with gratitude and feeling the generosity. And then before you take your first bite, you want to mindfully put your food on your fork or your spoon. And then you want to mindfully bring it up to your mouth. You want to put it in your mouth, place it in your mouth mindfully, chew mindfully, noticing all the juices and flavors and textures, and swallow mindfully, noticing what it feels like to have that food go down. You might even sense the extra salivation that starts to happen to help you be able to bring all that food down. It's a pretty amazing process. So totally enjoy that each bite. I like to set my spoon down or fork down between each bite, and like to not take too big a bite so that I can eat it mindfully. And I also like to close my eyes while I'm chewing, sometimes because I can notice all the smells and flavors and textures with a deeper awareness with my eyes closed. So I'm going to take a bite. And remember to breathe while you're eating. And eat mindfully. The more often you do it, the more you'll appreciate your food, and you'll totally change your relationship with your food and with food preparation. So it'll become a want to and a love to rather than a have to, or something just to race through. So may you eat mindfully. May you feel generosity and gratitude with and for your food. Thank you.